Hey guys, welcome. Up till now, we have seen the major pillars of OOPS. Those are abstraction, encapsulation, modularity, and hierarchy. Under hierarchy, we have seen composition, and now in this video, we will talk about under hierarchical concept of OOPS. We will talk about inheritance, which is a very important topic. So, guys, do watch this video till the last, and without wasting any time, let me open the notes. So first question arises is definition of inheritance. What is it? What is inheritance? So first of all, it is an important pillar of object oriented programming. So any language which is object oriented, inheritance is an important part in it. So it is the mechanism in which it is the mechanism by which one class is allowed to inherit the features, that is fields and methods of another class. Now let's take a real life example. In our real life, we have a grandfather, father, and son. Guys, let me tell you, name, surname, and property of grandfather will get inherited by father, and the name, surname, and property of a father will get inherited by son, and so on. It will get inherited by its successors. So, this real life example, you just replace those names, surname, and property by here fields and methods in a class. Now let's suppose we have classes grandfather, father, and son. And what do we define in grandfather? Whatever fields and methods we define in grandfather's class will get inherited by father class. Whatever add-on fields and methods we define in father class will get inherited by son class. So, how do we achieve inheritance in actual coding? We are done with the real life example, but actual coding, how do we do it? Question arises again. But before, yes, we will definitely look at it in STS tool. But before moving further, we need to know some important terminologies. Those are what is superclass, what is subclass, and this is the application, this reusability. So first, let's start with superclass. The superclass, the class whose features are inherited, is known as superclass. Superclass is also known as base class or a parent class. And then again, coming to subclass, the class that inherits the other class is known as a subclass. It is also known as a derived class, extended, or child class. The subclass can add its own fields and methods in addition to the superclass fields and methods. Application, we will come it eventually, because that will help you a lot. Now we will read these terms. Inheritance is also called as generalization, and very important, if is a relationship exists between two types. Now types means those primitive types, data types, primitive types, non primitive types. If is a relationship exists, then we should use inheritance. In Java, parent class is also called superclass and child class is called subclass. Now, here to create subclass, we should use extends keyword. So, how do we achieve inheritance? By using extends keyword in Java. So, open the STS tool, and first of all, we will take an example of a person and an employee. So employee is a person. Isn't there is a relationship between employee and a person? Yes, there is a relationship between employee and a person. Employee is a person. So employee inherits person's fields and methods. So what we will do is we will first declare class person. Alright. So person is a superclass, guys. Person is a superclass, and class employee. Class employee is a subclass. Now we will see how do we extend it, how do we inherit all the properties. First let us write the properties, that is fields and methods in a person class. Now person has a name, person has age. I will give access modifier private string name. I will give access modifier to age, field age, that is private int age. Alright, now we need a constructor in a person class. Just right click, go to source, go to generate constructor using fields, and you'll get a new tab. Just click on generate. Now I want a toString method which is under object class. Go to source again, generate toString, and click on generate. So STS is quite helpful. Do download STS and start using and enjoying its intelligence, guys. Now yes, our person class is ready. Person has name and an age, but now class has I'm sorry, employee class has department. Employee class again has salary. Employee has salary. All right, so just compare it with real life, guys. You will not have any problem to understand it. I'll give data type to salary as double because salary can be in point. Now again I'll generate constructor, go to source, generate constructor using fields, click on generate. Again right click, run a source. I want toString method. Oops, I want to inherit this toString method inside class employee because I want to print these fields department salary. Along with this I want to print name and age of a person class. So what I will do is I will right click again, go to source, click on generate toString, but you guys can see here only two fields are generated. I need to inherit the method toString, and I will click on generate. Now let's create an no, I'm sorry. First what you need to do is the important point I forgot to mention. You need to extend the superclass person. There is As you extend, class employee becomes subclass and class person becomes superclass. Now again right click, source, generate constructor using fields, and you can see in the constructor whatever changes you have got, that is name and age. So name and age also can be initialized in class employee. Now we wanted toString method, right click, source, generate toString. Now what we want is a toString method of a person class to be inherited into a subclass employee. So I'll click on generate. Now let's create instance of class employee. Employee e equal to new employee. The creating an instance is also a type of hierarchical concept. Remember, guys, that is instantiation. We are creating a new instance. Creating a new instance, and it creates a relationship exist. New employee. name Karan, age 24, is of ink type, department dev, under double quotes because it is of string type, salary 50,000.12. Yes, creating instance is done. Now we will print this in the console. Let's right click, run as Java application. Guys, can you see department, salary, and then superclass two string has been printed, that is name and age. So this is how you can use inheritance in your Java coding. And that's it guys. Yes, going back to the notes. Now what is the actual use of this inheritance part? Inheritance is used to is used for reusability. We can achieve reusability by using inheritance. Inheritance supports concept of reusability, that is when we want to create a new class and there is already a class that includes some of the code that we want, we can derive our new class from the existing class. By doing this, we are reusing the fields and methods of the existing class. Now, even if you don't understand with one example, we are discussing it many times because we have many types of inheritance. Types of inheritance in Java are single, multi-level, and hierarchical. So hierarchical, multi-level, and single, we will discuss it in separate. So you will have a good hands-on of inheritance. So don't worry guys, even if you don't understand, we will discuss it more. I hope you understood this example inheritance. And yes, one note I want to mention, multiple inheritance is not supported in Java, which is supported in C++, but not in Java through class. Okay guys, so that's it, signing off. Thank you.